Hello everyone and welcome to another video on the channel. Now in this video of today we're going to be talking about institutional levels in the Forex market. Okay, now with institutional levels we mostly mean liquidity levels. Okay, so those are the levels, the price levels that big banks and all those big institutions and all that stuff, all those big guys, where those are price levels that they are looking to sell or to buy. Okay, now to understand this a little bit more in depth, as you guys know, we trade with supply and demand zones. Okay, mostly on the 4 hour, but there are times where price starts reversing. Okay, basically where the move happens without being in zone. Okay, and usually when this happens, this is because of those institutional levels. Okay, they're looking for liquidity. So I'm going to show you some examples of liquidity runs, basically of, well, where the big boys, they push price in a certain direction just to grab more liquidity, and then it goes the other way. Okay, so what you have to understand is that above each high and below each low, there is liquidity. And the more consolidation you see, the more ranging you see like this, or all this ranging, or this ranging over here, the more liquidity builds up on both sides. Okay, so I have a very beautiful example right here. Okay, as you can see, this is a 4 hour chart, and we can see that price is ranging. Okay, you can see this is ranging for a pretty long time, so we can even see how long this is ranging. We're taking from this candle to this candle where it was ranging, and this was actually for 2 whole days that it was just ranging without doing anything. Okay, just up and down, up and down, up and down. So what we have to understand is that below all these lows over here and above all these highs, there's liquidity. And as you can see, this is exactly what happened. Okay, let me just draw it like this. This is exactly what happened. We had the ranging price. Okay, ranging price. We have liquidity areas above and below. And what did price do? Price decided to make a breakout basically of this ranging, and usually all the people, they would see this as a breakout, they would long here, okay, with stop loss. I don't know where they would put the stop loss, and this would probably go, I don't know, to the moon or to this high or whatever. Okay, and basically what happens is this first move of when it breaks out of the range, usually it's just to grab liquidity and then go the other way. As you can see, this is exactly what happens. So we see a nice grab of liquidity because this is a better price for them to sell. Okay, in order to sell a lot, they first need people to buy, and then over here, then is when the big drop comes. Okay, and this happens all the time, especially on the lower time frame, like the 15-minute. This happens constantly, every single week. It happens on the 4 hour. It doesn't happen that much, but it does happen once in a while. And as you can see, this is not in any zone to the left. There was a zone right here, then there's a zone a bit higher, but it wasn't actually in a zone. It was just right above some 4 hour zones. This one, for example, and this one, for example, here wasn't in any zone. So yeah, those are great. So basically what you can do is, if you understand this, you can catch the first move, and you can basically catch the second move, which is just only the first retest of this supply area, which is pretty crazy. Let me just show you another example over here. We had some ranging, not that much, but we had some nice highs over here. Okay, and what happens? We have obviously liquidity above and below. And what happens? Price just shut up and then boom, just melted. Okay, and this happens quite often. So these are pretty big trades to catch. As you can see, we can count, like for example, this one, you literally catch the top to the bottom to the next zone right here, which would be 250 pips. Then this one, for example, here as well, there's a over almost 300 pips just to the next zone. So that's pretty crazy, guys. Like literally, these are stop losses of 10, 15, maybe even 20 pips. Okay, usually it's about 15 pips for us. 10, 15. 15 has been on the safer side. 10 is more aggressive. But anyways, even if it's 15, or it's just crazy risks to rewards we're talking about. Okay, because we literally would sell on specific price levels that we understand. That we're not going to give out to the public, and literally stop loss could be like this, and you can literally target the high here or a low here, and we can have very big risk to reward trades, and that's even without adding positions. That is just with one position, which is pretty, very crazy. Now let me just drop down to the lower time frame. As you can see, I'm going to show you some examples of liquidity runs. So we have another example over here. We have we have this over here. We have a lot of liquidity above this ranging price action. We have liquidity below, as you can see. And what happens also, this happened actually at London Open, which is my time, around 9 in the morning. And then what did the price do? It was just ranging. Okay, it was just ranging the whole time, as you can see right here. It was just, going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, and then finally it decided. Well, actually, let me just show you first. There were actually two cases here, two scenarios, which is pretty interesting. So let me just delete these for you guys. So as you can see, we have ranging price. Okay, we have ranging price action, and we see this happening. We see finally a breakout of this ranging. And then we have some rejections forming, and then finally the whole move starts, and we made a pretty big move. Okay, so this already, for example, is, I don't know, this is, almost 100 pips. Yeah, it actually got over 100 pips. So that's just crazy, because you can literally enter here with a nice stop loss, 10, 15 pips, and have like 100 pip target. So you can have, almost 1 to 10 or 1 to 8 maybe, or something like that, So this happens, a lot, guys. This happens a lot, especially on those smaller time frames. This happens almost every single day. Obviously, you can see this on the 5-minute as well, on the 1-minute as well. Okay, this is lagging, guys. I don't know what's happening here. So yeah, you can see this on the smaller time frames as well, like the 1-minute, the 5-minute, but that's just a bit too messy for us, a bit too quick. So we don't trade those, but you can definitely look at them on the 15-minute. So yeah, let me just try and find some examples on the daily, which will be less likely to find, and will be a little bit different, but we will still find it. Okay, we have one right here. Beautiful. Okay, we have the daily ranging price. We have liquidity below, and we have liquidity above these highs as well. What happened? Price just decided to break out finally. Probably everybody thought it was going to go to the moon, and then this happened. Okay, literally big drop. We're talking about a lot of pips. Okay, we're talking about the lowest point was 750 pips. Okay, from top to bottom, over 750 pips. So this is crazy, guys. This is crazy. This is just all about understanding liquidity levels. And like I said, you have to understand that below, especially in the 4 hour, is pretty clean. Below each low, there is liquidity, and above each high, there is liquidity. So you just have to understand all of this. Okay, so sometimes it will just break the liquidity, and it will just retest, and then it will drop further as well. But most of the times, like I said, we use this liquidity to grab the first move, basically, like this. You can see this is just beautiful. If you can catch these trades, or this is just amazing, and if you understand this on the 4 hour and the 15-minute, then obviously there's a lot of money to be made. So yeah, guys, this is talking about Forex liquidity levels, institutional levels. So yeah, this is really this took a long time to understand this and to properly trade this, but this is definitely very helpful to understand and see the market in this way, and we just make a lot more money using this understanding this properly. Okay, so guys, hope you like this video, hope you find it helpful. We always appreciate if you can leave a comment or ask any questions. If you like the video, give it a like. We really appreciate all the views and the support that we're getting from you guys. So yeah, guys, hope you liked it, and we'll see you in the next one.